what's up YouTube? It's Retro Gaming Langers back for another video. Today, as the title suggests, another collections video. So I did quite a lot of collections videos last year, 2025. Don't think I've done any this year. Can't think off the top of my head if I've done any or not. So far I think I've done Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Game Gear, Master System, GameCube. So go and check those videos out. If not check those videos out, go and check them out. Today we're looking at, and I've been meaning to get on with this video for a long time. I've been putting it off for various reasons. The PlayStation 2. Right, yeah, so the PlayStation 2. This is my original one I bought in, I want to say, if I can get that on camera, I bought it in 2002, I want to say. So the backstory behind this was I took a bit of a break from gaming. Yeah, I took the Super Nintendo, took a break from that, 96, 97. Still collected a little bit for it, and then just lost interest in video games and got interested in cars. I've been 17, 18 at that point, and sort of went to uni, and the PlayStation 2, I think, had just come out, I want to say, if I remember rightly. So my brain's thinking, filming on a hot day, you can't beat it. But yeah, so yeah, my brother-in-law had a PS1, and I remember sort of going around to my girlfriend's house, who's now my wife, and playing on that PlayStation 1. Next door neighbour had a Sega Saturn, so that was my weapons of choice. And I used to peruse the Blockbuster shelving on PS1, Sega Saturn, but nothing ever. I think for me at that point in my life, I just put the controller down and was focusing on cars. I loved cars. Back then, I was buying car magazines. I don't know if anybody remembers. I was never a Max Power guy. I would pick it up and have a look. I'd borrow friends at break time over at college and look through Max Power. We're digressing here, but we'll get to the point. Fast Car magazine. But I was into my German cars, so I'd always get German car magazines and have a look through and just, yeah, I've always been obsessed with cars. I did an Outrun video and talked about my obsession with cars from an early age, because I think people like me that grew up in the 80s, you had Knight Rider, you had the A-Team. Obviously it was a van, but it had a vehicle in it. Dukes of Hazzard, obviously. You had the one with the bike. Oh, my brain's gone. Was it Nighthawk? Airwolf. You had Skeletrix. You had, so cars were predominantly in my life. Corgi, Matchbox cars. Anyway, so yeah, and so gaming took very much a back seat, no pun intended. And yeah, I think I got my fix through playing on my brother-in-law's PS1, playing some of the games he had, like Crash Bandicoot, International Track and Field, Ridge Racer, all the games he bought and collected. Remember playing that Boxing Day around my wife's nan's house, bless her. And so, yeah, and then I remember them going, they obviously, they went away to Australia and came back 6 months later, and Alex, my brother-in-law, bought a PS2, one of the very first PS2s. And you've got to remember that, back then, I'm giving you a bit of a history lesson, and I'm probably teaching suck eggs, but, I remember walking down the street, late 90s, early 2000s, the Sony Centre DVD players were massively expensive. And I remember seeing Batman on DVD, the original Batman with Jack Nicholson in it, and it was astronomically priced, If you look at DVDs now, you can't give them away, but, well, most of them. And yeah, so I wanted to get into film collecting at that point in my life. Loved film, still do. And the PlayStation was really, there was a few games, the PlayStation 2, there was a few games on it. And I wanted it because it solved both problems. It was a DVD player and it was a games console. And I thought that was amazing back then. And I loved the look of the PS2. Originally I bought a PC when I was at uni, and a few things happened at uni where I didn't get, problems, etc. And a year later when I left uni, got a full-time job, I bought this PS2. So my wife found this in back then there was no internet, so you had, well, there wasn't, yeah, it was a free ads or something, and it was a young lad that worked at Game Station. He had it for a week, brand new, in the box still. I've still got the box in the loft, and he decided that it wasn't for him. I don't know why, and so I bought it off of him, reasonably priced, and never looked back. And I had because I was working away from home a lot in my job, I had a little carry case that had, you could hold a couple of DVDs for a few games, and I've got great memories of going to hotel rooms and playing GT3, Metal Gear Solid, and yeah, it was a fantastic time. So yeah, this is rambling on. This is my collections video of the games I've collected really since then. I've bought and sold games. Some I regret selling. Like I remember sort of when children came along, I sold off quite a bit of my PS2 collection, which I've bought back. But yeah, we'll go through it. So let's start with the first few games. Right, so we'll start off with this pile. They're all dotted everywhere. I've got quite a few. So we go Tucker Racing Driver 2. We've got that. We've got the first one. Haven't played these in a long time. Yeah, so not a lot. I'm going to go through this quite quickly because there's a lot of games to get through. So we got Tucker 1 and 2. Time Splitters 2, cracking game. Most of these are, I think 99% of them are complete with the manual, because that's how I roll. We've got that one there. I don't know if a friend gave me that. Tenitsu. Yeah, I'm not sure if a friend gave me that one. This one I picked up in a charity shop. It's one of the pickups last year. Super Buster Move, really good. I feel like I'm rushing this, but there's a lot to get through. Street Fighter. Anybody that knows me on the channel knows I'm a Street Fighter fan. Probably one of my least played games in terms of the Street Fighter franchise. EX3. We've got SSX on tour. We've got SXX3. We've got, I know you've all been waiting for this, SingStar Ballads. Rock Ballads, excuse me, pop. I think the wife got into a bit of some of these are, the wives. I think we used to do sort of a few parties on a Saturday night. Got a bit of SingStar, so that, yeah. Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. It's okay, that one. Probably played half of that game. Thought the controls were a bit clunky. Oh my God, I'm sweating here. This one I bought. That's all right. Again, I think I bought it because it was a Capcom game. I was big into Capcom. Max Payne 2. Had it on the PC originally. Loved it. I've got the big box version. If I stop the video in a minute, I'll try and dig that out just to show you. I loved it. I remember, I think someone bought it for me as a Christmas present, 2002, 2001. So I had to have it on the PS2. So there's that lot. Then we've got Sega Classics Collection. I bought this because I saw Outrun. So I bought Outrun and I was thoroughly disappointed. But actually, Fantasy Zone's very good. And a few others are very good there. I think Columns. It's okay. It's okay as a compilation. Don't rush out and buy it. Don't go crazy. If you're buying it for the Outrun, you will be, like me, disappointed. But yeah, so that's that one. And some of these I'm going to let go, I think. I'm going to have a sort out. Still, so that one was in the pickups video a few months ago, I want to say, near Christmas, just after Christmas. So I haven't had that long, but I just can't get on with it, so I think that'll go. Still, Dragon EX, very good game. That is definitely staying, love it. Great little, if you like your shooters, that is a good classic one and fairly reasonably priced. Klonoa 2, I bought this before Nintendo PlayStation released the remastered versions. Very good game, but I tend to play on the Switch or the PS5 version of the game. So I don't know what to do with that. I'm not sure. Maximo, Capcom, great game. It's a sort of spin-off from the Ghouls and Ghosts type thing. Very good game. Really enjoyed that. We got Lemmings. I think I bought that because I quite like Lemmings on My Super Nintendo back in the day, it's okay, it's all right. Wouldn't get a lot for it from CX. It'll probably stay in the collection. And then we've got the original Max Payne, and I believe they're making a comeback of this one, I want to say, for 2027. That would be good to see on the PS5, in my opinion. Put a lot of hours into this, loved it, got a lot of nostalgia for it because it was at that time, early 2000s, at university. So yeah, so got that one. We've got, next up, we've got, I don't know if you can see that on camera, Dragon's Quest. The Journey of the Cursed King, I'll get my words out. Love the box art on that, Square Enix. We've got Dark Chronicle. I think it was called something else, another region, I want to say. Or was this the second one? I can't remember now, it's been a long time. Yeah, plays all right, good little game. We've got Baldur's Gate, a bit of a dirty copy of Baldur's Gate. I must have got this cheap from a charity shop or something like that. One of them I've played a fair bit. I want to say it's the first Baldur's Gate. I can't remember now. Possibly that one. Is it? One of them's very good. I think they're both very good, actually. Then we've got Bombtastic. Again, that was charity shop fine. Quid from Capcom. Nice little sort of puzzle game. We've then got the Buzz Junior. Oh yeah, my favourite game. Now I bought this, I think I bought these when Blockbuster were closing down. My local Blockbuster was closing down. They had the little button things, and my kids were very small at the time, primary school age, and they absolutely loved that. We've got the music quiz, which is a good little game actually, to be fair. Good family fun, good family fun. We've got Buzz, the Mega Quiz, and the Hollywood one. So we've got a load of Buzz games there. That, yeah, definitely. I mean, my kids never put that down. That was probably one of their very first games, apart from the Wii. And they loved the Nintendo Wii back then. Burnout 3 Takedown, great little game. One of my favourites. I'm going to say, out of all this lot, definitely one that I've put a lot of hours into. Love that game. Very, very good. We've got Virtual Cop Edition, Elite Edition, sorry. Again, fantastic. Always reminds me of the arcades, this. Brilliant game. Worth your time, fairly reasonably priced as well. Vampire Knight from Namco, brilliant. Really, really good game. I need to get myself a gun again. I've not got my G-Con, so I will get another one. I think I sold it because it wouldn't work on my flat screens, and now I've got a CRT, so typical. But yeah, definitely worth your time. Same with this one, Road Rage. Yeah, a little bit more pricier on the Xbox, I think, but well worth your time on the PlayStation. We've got Red Star, which I've still got sealed. I need to play that. Emulated it, but not played it. Physical. And then we've got Street Fighter Alpha Anthology. Really, really good. A must-have for the PS2. One of my favourites. Another, again, one of my favourites. This one is also one of my favourites. Hyper Street Fighter 2, the Anniversary Edition, because it's got the film on it as well, the animated manga film. So you get 2 for 1 on that, which is really, really good. Again, another one of my favourites. We've got the Sonic Mega Collection Plus. I want to say I was bought on holiday somewhere. Yeah. Don't need it. I've got most of the Sonic games, but like, you know. And then we've got Slipheed. Bought that from, what's it called? Game shop in Swindon. Saw that on the shelf, got that. Lost Planet, good little game. So that's those. Next up, we've got Grand Theft Auto Liberty City's Stories. Love it. This for me is peak Grand Theft Auto. I know the new one's coming out in November, not a lot of people are excited about it. I love the older stuff personally, it's my personal preference. I'm wringing wet, I'm dripping here, it's that hot. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So we've got to talk about this one first. So this always brings back the feels for me. I went out and bought the PS4 trilogy that came out a while ago. Once things had got settled, because it got a lot of hate when it first came out, because there's lots of problems with it from the developers that Rockstar had given it to, etc. Let's not go into that. But this for me is an awesome game. I remember playing, I want to say I had it on PC, Grand Theft Auto 2, top down, played it, really enjoyed it. This came out, and it just blew my mind that it just at that time, 2001, 2002, is that when it came out? I haven't got my glasses out. It's got to be around that time, isn't it, I reckon? Oh, there's no date on it. Where's the date? I haven't got me... 2001, so I wasn't far off, 2001. So, yeah, phenomenal game. Completed it. Didn't 100% it, completed it. Got the final story. Got most of it done, but I'd want to go back at some point. This was, yeah, interesting time of my life. So, yeah, definitely. And in Vice City, I remember the adverts coming out. I loved the 80s vibe of it. I think they did a thorough job. Obviously, addressing the elephant in the room, there's no San Andreas here. I did have it, bought it brand new. I remember seeing the adverts. I was still living at home with mum and dad at the time, I think. Seeing the adverts, because it was the Guns N' Roses music background, and was like, oh my God, I've got to get that. And then I just didn't play it a lot. So it got sold, and it was mint. It was brand new. It was crazy, and I gave it away. One of my wife's ones, Friends. Oh, you got to love a bit of Friends trivia. We got Ferrari F33 challenge, F355 challenge. Quite a hard game that as a racer. One of also my favourites. Sorry, I'm racing through these, but we have got quite a few, and I'm worried I'm going to run out of time, battery, etc. Crazy Taxi. I did a short mucking around with the Offspring start of the Smash album, because they'd said they go and check that. I'll leave it in the description below. They said that they're going to do, is it the World Tours coming out, which is exciting, you know, and the Offspring music's going to be back in it. But for me, you can't beat Crazy Taxi. I know a lot of people will say Dreamcast is the way to play it, and yes, but this is the only copy I've got. I don't have a Dreamcast. Once I get a Dreamcast, I probably may decide to go that route. Who knows? Because I did toy with actually getting rid of this. It's a very nice clean copy. And getting the words out. Getting the GameCube copy. Just because I'm more of a Nintendo person, really, I guess. And I'm just weird. But yeah. Then we've got to talk about some of my favourite games here. Neo Contra. I did a Contra video. I love Contra. I love Probotector, Super Probotector as we know it in the UK, and then eventually they called it Contra. Great box art on that. I don't know if I can pick that up on camera. A fantastic game. Love it. Prefer it to this one. This is still a good game, but I definitely play this one more. I love the art style on this one over this one. Because they've done a couple of bad Contra games, but yeah, these two I play an awful lot. Endgame. This is an interesting one, because you look at the art style of the box art and you think, oh, and it's fairly cheap. Get it. It's a shooter, on-rail shooter. You won't be disappointed. It's really, really good. Definitely worth getting, worth your time. I picked that up quite a good few years ago now. Really, really good. It was just one of those punts that I took on it, heard about it. But like I said, again, I need to get a G-Con. For sure. So that's that lot. Next up, we've got Colin McRae Rally 3. Had that for a while. My eldest daughter loves playing that one. Well, she did when she was little. Quake 3. Revolution. I enjoy playing that. Yeah, really enjoy playing that. Always reminds me of Doom. Yeah, good little game. We then got Shinobi. It had to be. I had to get that one. It's alright. It's not like the Mega Drive Shinobis. I'm quite the way I think, black and white thinking. Love me Shinobis on the Mega Drive and on the Game Gear, arcade. But yeah, I mean the box art's great. I might give that another revisit, see if I can fall in love with it. R-Type Final, fantastic game, love that. Really good on the PS2. I think it was one of the launch titles, wasn't it? Ridge Racer 5, great game, nice little racer. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to leave that. Mobile Light Force 2. Goldie gave me that as a gift. Gifted me that one. Great game. Love my shooters on the PS2. So thanks to Goldie. And then we've got Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. I think that came from a charity shop, because this is my original copy of the original game. Loved the box art at the time. That's what drew me to the game. I want to say it was an Electronics Boutique. Might have been Electronics Boutique back then. Back up in Bristol. I think I bought that when I was working in Bristol. Then we've got Kingdom Hearts 2. For the most part, I enjoyed that. I didn't think I'd enjoy it, but yeah, Square Enix again. Gunfighters 2. Revenge of Jesse James. Again, good game. Like my light gun games. Talking of shooters again, Gunbird. Special edition. I think I bought that a while ago off eBay. Then we've got Guilty Gear 2. Guilty Gear X2, I should say, sorry. Good little game, good fighter. Alternative to Street Fighter. Then we've got one of my very first games I bought. That was one of the first games I bought for the system when I got it. Was Gran Turismo 3. Loved 1 and 2 on the PS1. And then just to see this in the opening, I remember seeing the intro and going, oh my God, that's fantastic. And then when Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, I had to go and get it. I put a lot of hours into this game. Because again, it went hand in hand because I was massively into cars at the time. So it was great to get my car fix on this. Obviously, some of the cars I owned at the time weren't on this. But yeah, so got the 2 there. Great games. Some would say that's probably peak Gran Turismo opinion. And then we can't not talk about this. Probably one of my favourite all-time games on the PS2 is Outrun Coast to Coast 2006. Yeah, fantastic game. Love it to bits. Really good. Really, really good arcade racer on the PS2. So yeah, if you haven't got it, get it. Definitely a recommendation from me. Right, I think we've got a couple more. And then we've got our last couple of games. We've got Time Crisis. Couldn't have it without Time Crisis 2. Love this game a bit. Yeah, I can't believe I sold my... Yeah, it's because it didn't work on my new TV at the time. Yeah, I've now got literally here. I bought me CRT down at the loft because it's very cold in June with a heat wave. You need to warm up the temperature a little bit more with a CRT. Yeah, so that's really good. Definitely a great game. And then last but not least, we've got well, not last. We've got a couple more. We've got Time Crisis 3. We've got Star Wars, Force Unleashed. I'm going to go through these quite quickly. Oni by Rockstar. So yeah, good little graphic art style on the front, isn't it? We've got Return to Castle Wolfenstein as well. We've got Battlefield 2, Modern Combat. Zone of Enders. I did have the second one, I got rid of it. I'll probably get rid of this one because I've got the HD remakes on the PS3. So that might go at some point. Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory. Sorry, I'm going through these quite quickly. There's quite a few to get through. All complete. It's all right. We've got Crash, Mind Over Mutant. Yeah, a bit of a battered copy, that. Must have got it from a joke shop. Right, so it turns out that I've got, let's put this down, drum roll, 70 games. I'm quite shocked that I've got 70 games for the PS2. It's amazing how you start collecting things and don't realise that you've amalgamated so many games. There are a few that need to go. Like I said, that Sega one. But yeah, it's been a blast having the PS2 in my life, and may it long continue. I've really, this last couple of months, got back into PS2 playing. Well, I should be concentrating on those 12 games I promised myself that I'd play. Excuse me. But yeah, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope that's been useful. Let us know in the comments below what games you think I should get for the PS2 if I haven't got them in my collection that are worth getting. It's always nice to know other people's opinions. And yeah, see you on the next video. Take care.